Hi, I'm Kara, and this is my first video, podcast, whatever you want to call it for YouTube, on knitting, crocheting, crafts, just general life. My name is Kara. I am SK Morris 2 on Ravelry and Instagram. A little history about myself. I have been crocheting for the last 2.5 years and knitting for right at about a year, so I'm still kind of new to knitting. I live in Oklahoma. I'm married to a wonderful man and a mom of 3 children, and I have dogs and cats and fish and a whole bunch of stuff to keep me busy. I work from home as a medical coder, and I guess that's probably history about myself. I learned to crochet and knit from a very good friend, Paula, who I worked with in the office when I was working in the office. And she has been my teacher, my mentor, and a great friend. We keep each other going on our crocheting and knitting all the time. Hi, Paula. And then also just the podcasts that I've been watching. They've also been helping me keep myself motivated and not put projects down and not stop. Some of the shout outs I'd like to give to some of those are Dan and Kay with the Bakery Bears, Emily with crochet.net, Pam at the Yarny Nana, Margaret Olander, and Aaron with Gimme Yarn 418. Those are the ones I watch like every week, and I just can't wait till your podcast comes out. So I just love watching you guys, and you keep me really going and make me want to try new things. The other thing is, let's see, let me look into, knitting projects. I haven't ever done a knit along. So I'm actually with the Baker Bears knit along the Spring into Socks. I'm in that knit along. So talking about that knit along, I guess I can tell you my projects. I have one, I guess, half finished project. It's what people are calling a hoe. It is a sock, my first sock, a worsted weight sock, and it has the Fish Lips Kiss heel. Fits perfectly, and it's super soft. It is, let's see, I love this yarn, and the colorway is Sherbert's Stripe, and I'm knitting those on Knitter's Pride. Let's see, it's all rubbed off. It is a US 5, and also mentioning that it's also a work in progress because I've got the other sock I'm doing heel down, and I am at the heel. I'm doing top down. I'm at the heel, fixing to start my Fish Lips Kiss heel, and I'm using the Knitter's Pride interchangeable needles, the bamboo. I love the bamboo. They're wonderful. They are absolutely wonderful, but this yarn is so soft and pretty. I just like it. I know it's acrylic, but that's what I'm used to working with. We don't have a lot of choices around here. If there are some local yarn shops that anybody knows of I'm in the Oklahoma City Moore area, if there are any out there, I know of the one in Norman. I've been there once. I've looked around. I bought one little skein of yarn and made a hat out of it for my stepdad for Christmas. I really haven't spent a lot of money in there. I don't really know. I see on the YouTube videos different kinds of yarns, different kinds of wools. They're all beautiful and soft and pretty, and we don't have a lot of places to go here and look. And I would be afraid to order it offline if I don't know what I'm ordering. Also, I had an experience as a kid. I was going to be in 4-H and I was going to show sheep. I went to a friend's house that had sheep. I was learning how to work with them. And I started breaking out and itching and thought, my grandmother thought I was probably allergic to wool because I'd never worn wool, and I was itching every time I was around the sheep. So I didn't have a really experience with wool after that. Never really wore wool. Always thought it was itchy. About 11 years ago, my husband got me a sweater for Christmas. Beautiful, beautiful, expensive sweater. Soft. Felt like it was a rabbit. It was just so soft. And I put it on, getting ready to go to my in-laws for Christmas, and I was so excited, getting ready to go. I'm hot, I'm sweaty, I'm itching. I take it off. Everywhere this sweater had touched me, I was broken out in huge welts and hives. So I haven't worn wool since. I haven't really worked with wool since. I have recently bought some patent sock yarn that I was going to try to knit some socks out of and think, well, if I try to knit socks and wear them on my feet, maybe I won't have such a reaction. I'm going to try it and see, but if anybody has any ideas of yarn that's people that have a sensitivity to, that might be able to use other than just acrylic, I'd love to hear, I'd love to know. I'd try them out. Also, if there's any local yarn shops here around the Oklahoma City area, maybe some small ones out of town, the local area around this area, maybe there's some that I just haven't seen that are in smaller towns outside of this city. I'd love to know, because I would love to go just even browse, even go in there and look. So that was my hoe and one works in progress, one whip. Another whip I have, it is a long-term project. It was the first project that was a big project when I was learning to crochet. It is an Afghan. It's been going on for 2.5 years. It is out of a pattern out of a book my friend gave me. It looks like this. It's called Serenity. Oh, that's backwards. It's called Serenity. And the yarn I am using it's this blue color here. And that is good old Red Heart Super Saver in the colorway Windsor Blue. And the other color is also Red Heart Super Saver in Painted Desert. So that's showing up pretty good, actually. I'm surprised. Okay. And I've got quite a bit done, and my friend Paula once again is pushing me to finish because I really wanted to frog this project because it's taking so long. But I've gotten quite a few of the strips done and sewn together, and then I'm doing the in-between. I've gotten, I think, 5 or 6 rows done, and then the opposite one. This is it all sewn together so far. Of course, you can't see it all. It's huge. I'll hold it up. Whoa. Oh, nope, kitty. There's one of my sweet animals. Waffles, get down. So that's that. I'm working on that. Of course, since I started 2.5 years ago, my gauge has completely changed. When I picked it back up this year, I had to go from the 5 millimeter or 5.5 millimeter, which is the I hook, to a J hook, which is a 6 millimeter, because my gauge has gotten, I'm sorry, I went from a 6 to a 5.5. My gauge has gotten, yeah, that was right, from an I to a J, because my gauge has gotten a lot tighter. I had to go up and need 2 needle sizes. I tried 1 needle size, I had to rip that square back out. So that is a work in progress. I'm going to try to do at least 1 square a week, 1 square every other week. I've only got like 15 left, and then sew it all together and do the edging. I know it doesn't sound like a lot, but it's an Afghan. I mean, it's a big Afghan, so it will take a while. The other work in progress I have, I'm loving this. This is just something I do in the evenings when I sit around watch TV, of course when I'm not working on my socks. I really didn't have more than one project going. I couldn't do the multi-projects, but I've gotten myself into it, finally making myself do it, and this is I made this little bag. I've been looking at everybody's little bags online, and I just made it out of some material I had. It's got little flowers. I don't know if you can see them. It's kind of hard in the light. Little flowers, a little drawstring. It's just a little lined bag I made. I just kind of made up a pattern and got a little bit of help off some other videos on YouTube. But this is the pattern. It is a free pattern on Ravelry. It is the Couche Chalette. Super cute. Very, very, very easy pattern. Of course, I've got my lifeline in here, and that is how much I've gotten done with my lifeline, and it is really, really soft. This is the smallest yarn I've worked with so far. I wanted to do something like this before I did socks because it is very plain, it's very easy. Oh, I don't have my ball band. It is the wool-like yarn from Michaels, and it is that red colorway. I don't know what color exactly it is because I don't have my ball band. I thought I did. Got it in my little handy yarn bag. Love this. It keeps the cat hair off of it and the dog hair off of it, and from rolling around on the floor and the dogs and the kids chasing it. I'm doing it on US 4s in my Knitter's Pride circular needles. Loving it. Absolutely. It's so easy. If somebody wants an easy project that will turn out really pretty, I would suggest doing that chalette. It's so nice. I can take it to when my kids have soccer, or if they've got band practice or anything like that, I can take it then. I've got a 13-year-old daughter, a 10-year-old daughter, and a 3-year-old son, so I don't get much knitting done other than the evenings and free time on the weekends. Lots of kid projects. I try to keep myself going because that's my relaxation. That's my fun, my craft. It's something that I can make people gifts for Christmas. I made this last Christmas shawls. I crocheted shawls, knitted and crocheted hats, washcloths, and if, my family loves them. They just love it. My sister-in-law is an absolute total knit and crochet worthy person. She loves it. So I will continue doing that for her for sure. And I've also got some future projects that I want to work on here soon. I want to finish my other sock by the end of this week